Every day, we make affirmations, whether we are conscious of this or not. We even say this in our mind or out loud. Now, affirmations are important when you use it in the right way. Like, you make positive affirmations, and it can shape your reality because you're subconscious of taking this information. And what makes affirmations truly work is when you feel it in your heart or your solar plexus chakra, whatever works for you. Now, what works for me, and I know that can work for other people, is when you are in a deep meditative state, like the alpha or theta frequency, just very relaxed, and it's more effective when you make affirmations, then your subconscious can take it in a lot more because you are reprogramming your subconscious and then shaping your reality. Now, a lot of people may ask questions or make affirmations unknowingly, not aware of how it's going to affect their everyday life and so on. So, say like, someone were to say, I can't believe like so many bad things are always happening to me, or why is this always happening to me, or what's the worst that can happen? Questions and affirmations shape your reality, and every time somebody asks, what's the worst that can happen? The worst thing happens. And it's just sad, so here it is, you're gonna know what you can do. You are aware now of this since we're talking about it. So why don't you just ask, what's the best thing that can happen? Watch something great happen. It may not happen right away, but it will. If you were in a situation where maybe you get in a car accident and then you don't know what to do, or you don't know what direction to take, and you feel a little lost, and just ask yourself, what is the best thing that can come out of this, or what can I learn from this, or what is the best thing that I can do in the approach? And it is limitless of how things are, how they manifest in your life, how they come to your life, so you can do this. You can think of other ways and bringing things into your reality. Like, where do I begin? If you want to, like, if you started a career or you want a new idea to create something, maybe a business, you don't know where to start, ask yourself, where do you begin? Or you can make affirmations. I am abundant with ideas for my career. Keep repeating this many times as you want, and make sure you feel it. Feel that you actually have the abundance of ideas for your business or whatever directions you need to take in life. If you are in a relationship and things are just not working out at the moment, just ask yourself, what can we do to fix this? What can we do to make things better? What am I not seeing here? What can I see beyond the view? And things start to come up, you start to see things. Everything falls into place through synchronicities. Everything starts to make a lot of sense. You start to understand, what's superficial and what you really need to understand in yourself and your significant other, your boyfriend or girlfriend, or whatever you're into. So, affirmations have always helped me throughout, ever since I understood what they are and understood, the questions that I always asked in my life that actually brought a lot of, despair and depressing, devastating moments in my life. And now that I understand and I look back and I see that, wow, like, now I understand, like, why did I experience this? Why did I go through this and everything? Now I understand how I got out of this situation. Now I understand, like, while I am here today and move forward and helping others with spiritual guidance and coaching with spiritual alchemy, and I understand who I truly am as a person. You can ask yourself, what is my true purpose in life? You'll find your purpose. As a man or a woman, you'll find your purpose if you stick to your heart, you be authentic, and you follow your attention, your intuition, and that purpose will come. You're not here to like impress other people and be something that you're not. So embrace who you truly are. Embrace your purpose. And there's like so much that affirmations will unfold for you in your life, in your daily life. You know, you can't wake up in the morning where you're in that relaxed state and then say, you know, opportunities are always coming my way. I am a magnet to opportunities, you know. Or, you know, you could fix relationship with your family. Like, I am understood in my family, and I know I am able to provide for my family, you know, and it's a great thing, you know, when you start to see synchronicities and how things are working out in your life. You feel so much gratitude, and gratitude is like one of the best things other than like channeling the energy of love. You know, being grateful for everything brings in more things to be grateful for in your life. You know, express that you're grateful for, you know, the little things, and you're grateful that you feel good in the moment. Feel grateful that you are a magnet to joy, and joy is like your natural right. You know, be grateful that, you know, you have money, your material things, and grateful of your job and your education, and or, you know, your children or anything. It could be the littlest things, and it can really do a lot of wonders in your life, and it's great. You know, I really enjoy expressing what I'm grateful for every day, and, you know, expressing that I am grateful of joy. You know, it brings a lot of joy in my everyday life. You know, I am enjoying the moment and bringing that to others, and they can even feel that from me, even before I even interact with them. You know, people are drawn to the positive energy that I project, and, you know, you can do this too. You know, sometimes people really, you know, they come to me for advice, and like they tell me like what they're dealing with in their life, and they don't know, you know, where to go from there, here and there, how to get from, you know, from point A to point B. And I tell them, well, here's the thing, you know, ask yourself, you know, where do you begin? You know, how do you get from point A to point B? And then, you know, they would tell me, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, well, I'm actually, my advice is telling you to ask because the universe answered your questions. And then they still don't do it. They still stubborn and be like, oh, no. No matter how many times I explain to them about manifesting, etc., and they still don't want to put in the work. And I know that a lot of you have experienced this as well, when you're giving advice and people just don't seem to want to put in the work, you know. So you can ask yourself, what am I supposed to learn from this? You know, maybe it's patience. And that's what I've learned. I noticed that it can be a little frustrating because this usually happens to people. So since it keeps happening, and then I can realize, okay, so this is a lesson to actually be patient. Not just that, oh, they're supposed to get a lesson from me, but, you know, we also, you know, get lessons from others as well. You know, rather you realize that they are a teacher for you in your life as well, even though you seem like, you know, your priorities, that you're the one who's teaching them. So, you know, these are the things about affirmations that you can make. You know, tell yourself, you know, I am abundant to happiness. I am abundant to money. You know, and affirm money loves me, and I love money. And these affirmations could just work. You know, they will always work for you. You feel it and believe that, and, you know, you got this. You know, so, you know, start making affirmations. Even for other people, you know, these are, you're giving blessings for other people as well, and that is great. That's like expressing gratitude, and, you know, be grateful for other people's happiness and their success in their life, you know, and it plays with the law of cause and effect. So that's what you need to, like, that's what you can look into. You know, make affirmations every day, anytime, much as you want, and, you know, enjoy the little things in your life. Enjoy it because it brings more things to be, you know, to enjoy, and get that to others to enjoy. So, you know, have a good day. See you.